but we got to get these rates down so we're globally competitive. And then we've got to make it so that you're incentivized to make stuff in America.
Before a backdrop of the 787 assembly line, Speaker Paul Ryan pushed his plan to simplify the tax code and cut the corporate tax rate, saying that 35% is too high.
That puts us at a huge competitive disadvantage. Imagine how much more you could do if we just level this playing field and stop tying a hand behind our backs.
While Ryan says he would like to get tax reform done this year, Democratic critics are skeptical, saying his proposal is short on details and they question how it will be paid for. Outside the Everett factory, demonstrators rallied against a plan that they worry will benefit the wealthy and special interests.
One of our latest innovations in it.
Then there's the added complication of competing priorities in Washington, D.C. and looming deadlines next month. President Trump called out Republican leaders Mitch McConnell and Speaker Ryan in an early morning tweet, saying he requested that they tie debt ceiling legislation into the VA bill. Could have been so easy. Now a mess, the president tweeted.
We will pass legislation to make sure that we pay our debts, and we will not hit the debt ceiling. We'll do this before the debt ceiling. There are many different options.
Without going into details, the speaker said today in Everett he's not worried.
Because it's going to get done.
A handful of Boeing employees were permitted to ask questions during the brief town hall.
Boeing prides itself on respect.
This woman, who works in HR, asked if the speaker is confident that he can influence the president's behavior.
It's a day-by-day deal. I'm kind of joking.
He then turned to recent events and Charlottesville.
What I think needs to be said over and over again about repulsive bigotry and racism in this country and how we can never get normal with this. We must always, every single time, stand up and repudiate it and condemn it unequivocally every time.
Speaker Ryan then pivoted to talking about trying to work with the president on the Republican agenda. And back to the topic of taxes, Washington Congresswoman Susan DelBene, a Democrat on the Ways and Means Committee, sent out a statement today urging the process to be bipartisan. To put in perspective how difficult tax reform simply is, hasn't been done in Congress since 1986. In Everett, I'm Natalie Brand, King 5 News.